Go live. I had to wipe that cold out your eye. Y'all look kind of sleepy over there. I know I'm sleepy, man. This is the dumb shit, right? Who in their right mind gonna tell folks that you gotta be to work on time? After the day after, recognize motherfuckers is getting drunk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see my eyes? Shit. I want to go home first. I'm gonna go right back to bed. I want to go home first. I want to go right back to motherfucking bed. Fuck this. Fuck work. Got a 6-pack back there hiding too. Is that no? That's a 12-pack. I think it's a 12-pack. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. First off, we're gonna have a new segment. The new segment is called World's Dumbest Briminals. You understand me? World Dumbest Briminals. Right? And and one might ask, what is a briminal? Well, it's called bubonics, baby. It's you replace the C with a B. And when you replace the C with a B, you get briminal for criminal. Right? So who made the world? Well, he's not the world's dumbest criminal of the month or of the week, but he did something so stupid that I couldn't believe. I couldn't believe that one of these high caliber black powered pimps out there would assault somebody on a public sidewalk and then show the tape and brag about it. So this guy, right? He literally, well, first of all, you got Tariq, what's his name? Tariq Bey, whatever his name. You got that dude. He goes down to LA to Tariq Nasheed's Hidden Colors Museum, right? I guess he says, yeah, we're gonna talk like men today, and this and the third, which is not a threat, but it can be taken as one, right? But on a public sidewalk, Tariq, you can see Tariq walking towards him as Taraka Bey is walking back and basically retreating. And what does Tariq Nasheed do? Swings on him on a public sidewalk. Then what Tariq does, which is funny to me, which is the most dumbest thing in the world, which is show the tape. Right? He's talking. Then he goes to talk about how he was defending himself. He goes to talk about Taraka Bey's past and how he's a lifelong criminal or whatever, right? How he's done time or whatever, right? Lengthy rap sheet, right? The same thing what the police do to us, right? They try to personalize you as a criminal, right? And what happens with that is when they do that type of thing, what they're trying to do is get your mind off what the subject is at hand. And what the subject was at hand was the illegal activity that Tariq played in. His role that he played in illegal activity. You can't go around claiming self-defense when you're slapping somebody that's in retreat mode. Are you following me? And then try to hit the court of public opinion to try to see how many people will pick your side. The dude could have been talking to all the heap of shit in the world. All the heap of shit on the world. That's what I keep trying to tell you people on the internet about that tough shit. Right? You can talk all the heap of shit in the world. But when you go somewhere and somebody puts their hands on you, it's a whole nother ball game. Especially when you got a whole bunch of money. So if you one of them dudes, on the internet talking about how you gonna hit somebody, how you gonna slap somebody when you see them, and all this stuff, think about all the shit that you accomplished in your life that person can take away from you. Right? Think about all the things that you accomplished in life that person can take from you. Think about how the aspect of that there's certain individuals out here that want you to hit a ninja moment. Keeping it real. When keeping it real goes wrong. That's what Tariq Nasheed did. Oh, he was doing all that tough talk on the internet, but then when he rolled up on me, he was acting like a little bitch, and this and the third. Keeping it real goes wrong, man. Now the museum might not be in your name, but there's other things in your name that could be tarnished. Going around here and people and shit. For what? What is slapping? What's his name? Taraka Bey? What did slapping him do for you? What did slapping this dude do for you? Only, you know what it really did for you? A fucking lawsuit. Yeah, you the man. You the man. Yeah. For a couple hot seconds. You the man. Keeping it real. Yeah, you the man for a couple hot seconds. But when that lawsuit hit, you got some fucking explaining to do. When that lawsuit hits, not only do you got some explaining to do, give me 1 second. You got some, not only do you got some explaining to do, right? Not only do you got some explaining to do, but now you're gonna be in a situation in that courtroom, and you ain't gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to control that narrative in that courtroom, like you do on social media, on the internet. You're not gonna be able to control the narrative. The judge is. You won't go have to answer to the judge. And you know what I'm saying? That's what the dumb thing about it, the whole situation is. You know, a grown ass man in his 50s is caught up in the keeping it real when the keeping it real goes wrong moment. That's just retarded. Now, let's get a whole heap of people out there, right, that treats Mike Coppinger's words as the gospel, right? Especially when it comes to certain individuals. That's one thing I noticed, man. Like every time when it comes to Deontay Wilder or PBC, when it comes to Mike Coppinger, the people that didn't believe his shit before will believe that shit, right? So now you got folks out there believing that Deontay Wilder is got something going on with Al Heyman because of a money issue. Now you got people out there saying that Wilder is going to lead the PBC. You know what I'm saying? Look, it won't. I put it to you like this: it won't. I think it won't take a money issue for Deontay Wilder to lead PBC. I think it'd be a the Showtime and who I can fight type of thing for him to leave, because he could pick who he wants to fight and stuff like that, but who's going to pick up the tab? You know, that's the main ordeal when you're dealing with the PBC. When you're a fighter, they can't tell you who you're going. PBC can't tell you who you're going to fight, but they sure can tell you who's going to pick up that fucking tab. That's what they can do. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're dealing with a caliber of fighter like Deontay Wilder, someone who you want to keep, someone who you want to appease and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's this business, and if the money ain't right, then the fight ain't right. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, mind-boggling. Minor King Boxing was happening. Now I was talking about Tariq Nasheed caught in when keeping it real goes moment, when keeping it real goes wrong moment. That dude is retarded, slapping people on his damn sidewalk while they retreating, and then showing the video, telling on yourself. It's an idiot. But that's why I always tell people, man, it's like you gotta check your source of information, man. When Mike Coppinger says something, don't treat that shit as the gospel. He out here talking about Spence and Crawford right now, when who the fuck is gonna be telling them any type of info? Yeah, Minor King Boxing said, "Oh, I hear you. I don't watch any conscious community stuff, but respect." Nah, I don't watch it either. You know, I don't watch it. Well, I was, but I don't watch it. I don't watch it because of the simple fact is like them niggas, them motherfuckers ain't doing shit for nobody but themselves. You know, ain't nothing conscious about it. It's wealth conscious for them. That's all. That's all it is. But you know, back to Mike Coppinger, man. People don't like to sit back and observe these dudes and for their track record. You got people out there that's all up on saying Deontay Wilder leaving PBC, Deontay Wilder at odds with the PBC, and all this type of shit based off of what Mike Coppinger had to say. But everybody wants to create their own narrative because that's what bring the funds in. That's what bring the viewerships in. Like I said, Crawford and Spence. Nobody knows what those dudes are doing. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying that the guys should just go ahead and negotiate. You know what I'm saying? From the since day one, since 2023 started, I've been saying they might as well just, since Crawford was done with David Avanesian, I said folks should just get together and just make the fucking fight. And everybody quiet right now. You know, Oscar. That's other networks though. That's other networks. That's other networks, and he's the one who does those deals. He the one who signed the deal with Showtime. You know what I'm saying? And if other networks want to give him the money, why not go with that? It'd be absurd not to, right? Because if the network is willing to be the biggest investor in the fight, why not? The network has never been the problem. What's been the problem is, I don't think the networks has ever been a problem. I think what's always been the problem is these networks and these promoters and these managers trying to control fighters. Minor King Boxer says he's loyal to Al Heyman. That's probably why he's getting a smaller guarantee now. Nobody knows what his guarantee is. That's the thing. Nobody knows what he's getting as far as guarantees. And his biggest, and then when folks was talking about that whole thing with Deontay Wilder, and we talking about folks not getting their money up front. Wilder gets his money up front, and when he fought in Las Vegas, didn't everybody reveal his purse? Didn't a lot of these people? Yeah, more reports are probably coming out, but I don't think it's a debacle. I just think that it was who he's going to fight next. That's a debacle. You know, who he's going to fight next is the thing. You know, he got options. You know, so, but the main thing is the main thing with all them options is which option you gonna pick that fans want to see. You know, and it's pretty much only one option right now as we speak, unless something crazy happens, right? Holding up.
Huh?
I said you holding up.
I'm trying to.
That's right. You too. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I think. That's really what it is. Who we gonna fight next? I don't think there's really no debacle or anything like that, because folks is more. Look, check this. Hold up. What you say? Martin King Boxer said, hopefully we get a fight with UK boxer. I like Wilder and boxing better. Yeah. This is another thing, right? That's crazy. Folks more worried about Deontay Wilder, right? And you got Usyk and Fury. You got that fight, right? That fight still ain't been made. At first they had multiple countries. Then it was down to 2. Now they saying the fight might not even happen over there in the Middle East. And now they saying the fight might happen in the UK. Nobody's questioning whether or not that money dried up. Nobody's questioning whether or not that fight is happening. Nobody's questioning whether or not why the fight ain't happening in Saudi Arabia. Maybe because Tyson Fury can't leave the country, or how or how they're not willing to pay all that what they was paying before. Nobody's questioning that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always look at the source of information, right? Because it's always like whatever's going on that side, right? They try to hide it by talking about somebody else. Or putting, you know what I'm saying? And if the Saudis don't want it, if it's because of Daniel Cunningham might be able to show up over there in the Middle East, nobody questions where the money comes from. But the first thing smoking, everybody else, you got people out there parading around, literally. Because remember that one box, she didn't get paid. He fought in Dubai. You got Christmas time, vacations, and all that shit, and they nobody talking about that. Nobody talking about how all of a sudden they're replacing Big Baby Miller with Lucas Brown. With Lucas Brown. In the same area on where they shut down the fight with Lucas Brown versus Akmu Charn. Right? There's a whole bunch of weird shit going on, but it's always a PBC or Deontay Wilder problem. It's never they problem. They never have problems. They never have problems. Right? Right? So when you get somebody like me saying this stuff, you know, all of a sudden becomes I don't know what he's talking about, but you insinuate the same thing with everybody else. So how come if you was insinuating with Deontay Wilder, how come you can't insinuate it with everybody else? If you want to believe in Mike Coppinger or Michael Benson or whoever's the same stuff that they saying about the other guys, how come you can't believe that? How come you ain't got nothing to say on that? Now, is the Usyk versus Fury fight going to happen? Is it going to happen? I'm just saying, y'all folks is more worried about Deontay Wilder and Andrew Ruiz. And neither team is and neither team is saying that neither side is saying the fight is not going to happen. I could dig it. It's just that when you talking to these dudes, right? You have to put in the conversation that, hold up. You have to put in the conversation that maybe they don't want to discuss it. Maybe they don't want to insinuate the fight is happening because they are in negotiations, and we see what happens when people start announcing shit. People start running their mouth. Right? All I gotta say is, man, like, look, check this out. Check this out, man. Check this out, homeboy. For everybody that's out there listening. Is the Usyk versus Fury fight going to happen? Modern King Boxing, thanks, man. Is it going to happen? Is the Usyk versus Fury fight going to happen? Why all of a sudden now is if AJ talking about it's all about the money? Why all of a sudden folks is talking about it's happening in Wembley if it's all about the money? Because ain't them dudes in Saudi Arabia, ain't they just gonna drop a bag on you? They just gonna drop a 50 ball on you? What happened? What happened? Huh? What happened? Huh? 25 mil ain't enough, baby? Because think about it. Think about this. Okay. You're only gonna get 25 million you're only gonna get about 25 million jam-packing 90,000 seat stadium where half your motherfuckers can't even see the fight. Right? And then the way you run your pay-per-views, you're only gonna get maybe 25, 30 million for that in the UK, right? And you got to pay everybody else, everybody on the undercards, all the other shit. So let's be real. Let's be real. This is, people have been trying to say that they doing this and doing that in the UK, but the thing about it is, let's be real. Let's be real. They're not doing much as like they say they are. They're talking like they getting $100 million, which when I don't think they would ever get $100 million. You know what I'm saying? Unless they bump their pay-per-views, it's $75.99. Unless they bump their pay-per-views for $75.99 for regular and damn near $90 for HD, and it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Better take your black ass back over there to Saudi Arabia and Bahrain and Dubai and talk to the goddamn king and be like, hey man, we need some more ends, man, just a little bit more and we be back, you know. But I told folks, man, nobody ever questioned why those big fights never happened in the UK anyways, right? They never questioned why they didn't give the UK public, the people that rioted for them for years, why they never gave them the opportunity to watch the fight in their home country. They never have, right? Just saying. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I gotta hit the slave ship.